Now, in this video, we will going to discuss about how to solve the problem of a point is 30 mm behind VP, 30 mm above HP, and 25 mm in front or behind or from LPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. So here, as we know that this is the condition given is behind VP and above HP. So obviously this problem is in second quadrant. And here, since it is behind VP, obviously it should be 25 mm behind LPP. So as we know, we have vertical plane, horizontal plane, and since he has given for LPP, so we have to consider LPP. So name the side view. So as we say that behind LPP, obviously I should look from the left side view. Then how to analyze this? So when you look from the front view, we can see the distance above HP. So that above distance or above HP distance of 30 mm, you can see as we look from the front view is projected onto the vertical plane. So above HP of 30 mm is seen in the vertical plane, and also distance behind LPP is seen in the front view. So this distance behind LPP, which is 25 mm, is seen in the vertical plane also. So then when you look from the top view, we can see the distance behind VP. So this behind VP, which is 30 mm, is also seen in the horizontal plane. When you look from the top view, it is projected onto the horizontal plane. And similarly, when you look from the top view, we can see the distance behind LPP. So that distance is seen in the horizontal plane here. And now when you want to when you take up the left profile plane, or when you take the left side view, because behind LPP, so we have obviously have to look from the left side view. So behind LPP is seen, when you look from the left side view, we can see the distance above HP and also behind VP. Behind VP, when it's projected onto LPP, we will go to see that point, see the distance here. And when you look from the front left side view, we can see the distance above HP when it is projected. So that we're going to see here on this. So when you cut it and open it, so HP and VP will going to overlap and LPP will going to come to the left side, and as it is rotated, corresponding its image is also been getting rotated. So here we can see the intermediate position of the both VP and HP. As we rotate, then in the third position, you can see here both VP and HP is overlapping and LPP comes on the left side. And as the distance above HP and behind VP, both the distance is 30, obviously both P dash and P will be overlapping. As the horizontal plane is the one which has been rotated, as by convention, the rotated plane will be in bracket, so HP is in bracket. So P, the image on HP will always be the top view. So obviously that P will be in bracket, and the image is on VP will going to be P dash. Then as we see, when you see from the left profile plane, so the distance above HP and also behind VP is seen. So above HP is vertical. Here also above HP is vertical, and when it is rotated by 90 degrees, so behind VP will going to become the horizontal line. As we see here, the behind VP will going to become horizontal. And now when you project this, both as P dash is on this, P dash is above HP by 30 mm. Also, there is also above HP by 30 mm. So you project this directly, you're going to get this point here on this line. Both P dash and P will be on the same line. And then the distance behind VP is 30 mm, which is vertical here. When it is projected till here, so above behind VP is also vertical here. So draw a 45-degree line. When it drawn here, so this vertical distance of behind VP 30 mm is transformed into horizontal distance here, but actually P double dash. So actually P dash is here. So you project this point here. Then what happens? Both will going to intersect at this point. So you're going to get this P double dash. So here, this distance is above HP and this distance is behind VP. So when you are writing in the orthographic view, so first we're going to draw the XY line and X1, Y1 line, and distance with respect to the profile plane of 25 mm behind LPP. First it is drawn. Then you measure the distance of 30 mm and mark this point. So if it is above HP, then it will going to be on VP. So P dash is the image is in vertical plane, and when it is behind VP 30 mm, both as the 30 mm, both are having same distances, so it will going to overlap. So P is in bracket because the image is on the horizontal plane, that is behind VP is seen in the horizontal plane. Since HP is in bracket, so the image on HPP will also be in bracket. Then draw a 45-degree line adjacent to HP and draw a vertical line, project from P dash, draw a horizontal projector to the profile view, and then draw a 45-degree line adjacent to HP, and then as you project the top view point onto 45-degree line, so automatically what happens, the behind VP, which is vertical here, is transferred into horizontal distance, and where you have the front view, on that line you will going to get the side view. So P dash and P double dash will going to come on this. So above HP and also behind VP is this distance. So this is since we are using behind LPP, so obviously it will going to become the left side view. Now we will going to solve the problem in AutoCAD software. So first we need to create the XY and XY plane, and then create the layers of front view, top view, and the side view. So to do that, so first we will go to AutoCAD screen. Then first we will going to switch off the grid mode and switch on the ortho mode, and type the command called limits, and then specify lower left corner, which is 0, 0, and upper right corner you take default is 12,9, you change it to 297, 210. So that is the A4 size. As the limits has been changed, naturally the display of the drawing should also be changed. To do that, command is zoom and type Z, enter, and then all, regenerate the limits to the regenerate the drawing or regenerate the model to the limit set. Now we will go for the line command. So the line command, the shortcut key for line is L. Select some point arbitrarily on the screen and drag the mouse in the to the right direction or the right side. Take some distance and click on first button of the mouse, and again you take the cursor to the top side, take some distance and click on the first button of the mouse. Then go to offset. O is the command. Specify the offset distance. So first you type 297 and then select object to offset, select the vertical line and side to offset, select the cursor to the left side of the entity selected, and then click on the first button of the mouse. And again by default offset is exit, so you just press enter key. Again you press offset because your previous command is offset. Now you type 210 and enter. Select this horizontal line and offset to the top side. Then go to zoom, extends, and then zoom 0.6x. Then go to fillet and fillet this line and this line. Similarly, fillet between these two and fillet between these two. Now we will go for zoom window. Now we will type the problem. So to do that, a point is 30 mm behind VP, 30 mm above HP. So here go to dtext, take the problem number, take the height as 4, rotation angle as 0. Problem number 9, a point is 30 mm behind VP, comma 30 mm above HP, and then 25 mm in front or behind or from LPP. Draw its projection and name the side view. So above HP and 25 mm behind slash in front slash from LPP stop, and draw its projections and name the side view. So once you do that, so this is the problem, and press enter. Again you press enter key. So we're going to get for the zoom previous. Now we will go to, so first we will go for zoom window, select the screen nearer to the screen, and then go to layer. So here first we're going to create the layers. Now first we're going to create the layer by name XY, enter. Then layer by name front view, enter. Layer by name top view, TV. Then layer by name side view, SV. Now we will going to change the line weights. So 0 layer will going to have 0.05 because layer 0 is created so that it is a default layer. We are going to check the line weight of that as 0.05 because all the projector lines should be of 0.05. Then XY line should have the 0.13. So you select XY layer as 0.13, and then the front view. And the front view will going to have a magenta, that is this one, and say OK. Then the top view will going to have the red color. You just take red, OK. And the side view will going to have the blue color and say OK. So now we have set the layers and their color and their line weights. Now we will going to create the drawing. So first we will going to come down to this. First we are going to draw the XY and X1, Y1 line of any distance. So specify first point, you select some point and drag the mouse and click on the first button of the mouse and enter. Again go to previous command is line, you select the enter key, and then again you draw one more vertical line by clicking on the first button of the mouse, and then specify next point. Again click on the first button of the mouse at some distance and say enter. So now we will going to identify the planes. So here we will going to take text height as 3 and say type vertical plane, and then below that we are going to type the horizontal plane in bracket because the horizontal plane is the one which has been rotated. Then go to LPP, then enter. Now first we will going to zoom this portion. Now we will going to come down to this. So first what we need to do is we need to draw a parallel line to the right side at a distance of 25 mm, and then draw one more line offset of distance of 30 mm in the horizontal direction. So to do that, so go to offset, take the distance as 25, select this vertical line and offset to this side, and again offset, take the distance as 30 and select this line and offset to the top side. Then go to line, take int of this, take the intersection point of this at the rate, you take 100 less than, counterclockwise direction is positive, and give the angle as 135 and enter key. Then go to trim this, select these two as the cutting edges and also this as the cutting edge. Then you break this line, you cut this line and you cut this line. Similarly, then go to trim, select this and trim this here. Then go to break, BR, select this line and break this till here, and then you select this and you break this till here. Then you select this and break this till here. Then you select this and break this outside. Similarly on this side. Then go to erase this line. Then we need to move this. So to do that, so first we're going to move, switch off the ortho mode. So you move this appropriately and place it wherever you want. Then you place this here. Then go to donut, go to 0 and type 3, outside diameter as 3, and select the intersection part of this, and you select this intersection part of this. So then go to dtext. So you click here and then type X and this as Y, and here as X1 and here as Y1. Then you switch off the ortho mode, then caps lock and type small p because both are overlapping here. Then both P dash and P will be at the same point. So this will going to be P double dash. Then go to move, select this and place it appropriately like here P and P dash. Then you're going to take P double dash. Now we will go for set the dimensioning variables. Then I will move this and place it appropriately. Then go to zoom window, select this, then go to move and place X, and this is X1, Y1, and this is X1 and this is Y. Now we will go for DDIM, then go to modify, then go to primary units, linear dimension, you make it 0, then fit. So text, go to text, take the text height as 3, then align with the dimension line, centered text placement is above, and offset from the dimension line as 2, and then go to symbols and arrows, take the arrow size also default as text size, and then go to lines and take the offset from the origin as 2 and say OK, and then close. Now we will go for changing the layers. Now select these two, go to CH and go to layer, make this layer as XY layer. Then you select the front view P dash and the vertical plane. Go to CH, go to that layer and make that layer as front view. So it will going to change that. Then top view will be on HP. So you select this and then you select this, make this layer as top view. So top view, then escape, then you select this LPP and you select this, go to CH, go to layer, make this layer as side view. Then now we are going to do the dimensioning. So to do that, here by default we are going to take up this CH for the front view. Go to layer, make that as front view. Then here select this, you make this layer as side view. So once you do that, now we will go for dimensioning, dim, then center of this, select this and intersection point of this. So you select this, so you're going to get it as 25. Then int of this, take center of this, so you're going to get it as 30. Then go to leader, then go to leader, take center of this and drag this and switch on the ortho mode. You select it here, annotation, option, none. So go to dtext. So here you type site as 3, put the caps lock on, type LSV and then enter, then move, select this and go to CH and change this layer to side view. So you're going to get the side view. Then dim, type angular, select this line and select this line. So you will going to get it as 45 degrees. So this is how you will be able to make the drawing. So then we go for a leader. So take nearest point and you project this directly from here, annotation, options, none. So go to explode this arrow, then just go to erase and erase this, then go to zoom previous. So this is how you will be able to solve this problem, and we will going to compare that with this. So we have completed all the data whatever to be entered here, and that has been taken care of in this particular drawing, and now this problem is complete. So thank you.